Hey guys, Toastbomb here, again with even more Halo 4 gameplay commentary. Now, this time it is on Adrift with Neighbor. And of course, this is from the MLG VOD that was released just a few days ago. Links in the description if you want to see any of those. Now, before we get to the topic of the video, I have an announcement. I will be gone for a little over a week, so no videos for a week, because I have a family reunion thing that I have to go to every summer. I would, back up a bunch of videos and post them every day, but that unfortunately takes a pretty good chunk of time, and I don't have that time to make that many videos, and also I don't have internet access while I'm there, or a laptop if I were to make the videos while I was there. But, yeah. But, anyways, topic of the video. So, Halo 4 and the MLG settings. How they should be set up. Now, in the most recent Halo games, Halo 3, Halo Reach, we've had a lot of customization settings. And the game has differed a little bit from some people's ideal perspective of how they want the competitive settings to play. And since they're able to manipulate those settings, they go for it. They don't think about the repercussions, kind of. Basically, say you are gonna start playing football, right? So you play football, you get pretty good at it. People start noticing you're getting better, and you want to take it to the next level. And you hear about this league, this football league of, like, really good guys. So you enter that league and start playing some games. And the rules are completely different. Like, you can't run while you're holding the ball. You have to run backwards if you don't hold the ball. And then you have to spin before you catch it. And touchdowns are... I don't even know. Everything is, like, different, like, and everything is gray also, if you're talking about Halo Reach. Ugh. Yeah, right? Gross. And you're just like, screw this. This is not the game that I've put all this time into. It doesn't play the same. None of this stuff that I've learned over this period of time converts over to this. So I'm just gonna go back to what I was doing before, what I enjoyed. And that's an issue with the competitive settings and the MLG settings for Halo 3 and Halo Reach. But even more in Halo Reach, because Halo Reach pretty much is as far away as possible as you can get from the default settings. There's no bloom, which is huge. There's no sprint. Jump height is higher. Running speed is quicker, like default base player speed, I mean. There's no less armor abilities. There's no loadouts. Weapons spawn in different places. The maps are completely different. The maps are all gray. There's just tons of stuff, and it's someone going from a social playlist and then for the first time entering the MLG playlist would have absolutely zero idea of what's going on. And will, a lot of times, just say screw it and not even bother. Now this needs to change in Halo 4 because we're not appealing to a lot of people that could get into this community. We're just locking everybody out with our niche settings and playing those, and then if anything, people are just leaving because they're getting bored of it or something. We need to be able to grow the community in Halo 4. And how we do that is by not changing the settings very much. We can't change player jump height, movement speed, things like that, because that changes how maps are played completely. It changes if you could jump to this one location. It changes, potential flag running routes completely. So that completely changes everything for that person going into the MLG playlist for the first time. And there's all this stuff that they just don't understand they can do. Secondly, we can't have that many Forge maps. If you go into some random playlist and there's just some map that you have no idea what's going on. The people are trying really hard. It's the most confusing thing in the world. You don't know where anything is, and nothing is familiar to you. So that's not that accepting for those new players. That also needs to be changed. I think we should keep it similar to what Halo 3 had, where there's only like 2 to 3 forged maps, but the rest of them are default maps. Another thing is that we need to allow all weapons and have loadouts and not ban anything that some people are talking about. And this might sound scary to some people, but my idea is that there is a counter to everything. And people don't have to deal with this very much in Halo, but in games like StarCraft, stuff gets changed all the time. Damage numbers get changed in patches, and unit range, and all this stuff. And people's strategies that they've been building up and working on for months get destroyed. And they have to start from scratch and learn all this new stuff and what counters what. And new builds rise and dominate, and then people find a counter, and then they're not as good anymore. They don't dominate because there's a counter to them. You know, it's something. An example in Halo would be the grenades in Halo 4. You don't drop them when you die, so you don't pick up grenades from a dead body. And some people don't like this. Some people don't like it because now, if you're dominating a team, they will be spawning with grenades and you won't have any, right? So you'll be at a disadvantage even though you're, like, dominating them. And a solution for this is to have map setups and strategies that revolve around where the grenade spawns. So you can always have those grenades and stay on par with the spawners. Stuff that we can change would be like something like the instant respawn. I don't think that will be a very big deal for new players coming in. They're not going to come in, see that they can't respawn instantly. They have to wait 4 seconds, 5 seconds, and they just get angry, rage quit, and flip the table. I don't think that's really going to happen. So I think that'll be an okay thing to change. Little things like that. But also stuff like oddball spawn locations, flag return locations, where the flag spawns. That should just be kept the same, and we should work around where they're placed to set up strategies for them, rather than placing them where we think would be best, right? Last thing I want to say is that the people in Halo 4, since it's such a changed game from the original Halos, and how you're going to have to play in this game is going to be so much different to succeed. The people that are innovative are going to be the ones that succeed. And we've already seen this a little bit in the past Halos, like in MLG Guardian in Halo 3. You basically had a shotgun bottom mid. Nobody utilized it. Nobody ever picked it up. Until, I don't remember what team it was, but I know a really good noob was on the team. I think this was kind of one of his first events where he kind of got more noticed and got a pretty good placing. And his team utilized the Mauler that was bottom mid on Guardian. They controlled Snipe Tower, timed the Mauler, and dominated because they used this shotgun that just was completely ignored by all the other players. So I think like that type of innovative thinking in this changed state of Halo that we're going to be playing is really going to help people. And those are going to be the people who succeed and rise above the people who don't think of these new strategies and ways to play and just try to play it like it's old school Halo, which it's not. Not only is it important to note that it sucks for a more casual player, like a social player, coming into an MLG more competitive playlist and everything being changed, but it also kind of sucks the other way around, because if I play the MLG settings a whole bunch, and then I go over to a friend's house and they're playing Halo and it's not the MLG stuff, I'm not used to it, everything's completely different, my shot's off, and then I can't play well, that's not really fun for me either. So I think it kind of works both ways, even though I mainly focused on the casual going to the competitive. It also sucks for the competitive trying to play something casual. So, anyways, well, that's gonna do it for this video. If you liked the video, you can leave a comment or a like. If you really liked the video, you can subscribe, because there's gonna be a lot more Halo stuff coming down the line, but not too soon, because you're gonna have to wait a week until another one of these videos comes out. But anyways, thanks for watching. See ya.
Team nearing victory. 10 seconds.